If you want to spend time with him and it fits in our schedule, you can. But this planning and then disappointing, we are done with that.
Be manly and the legends of humanity. Welcome to the fellowship of honorable men and women role models for boys and men, because you have the power to be a man in all its glory.
So I think there's the saying that boundaries are not the fence, but they are the gate with which you can walk through into my world. And oftentimes boundaries can get set up in this way of just like, it's my way or the highway. And well, I suppose sometimes that might be true. It's really about what works for you and what are the rules of the game in terms of your own life and playing field. So when I was a young single mom, I became a mom at 18, and my child's father was also 18. So we were young and we were trying to figure out life, and being a parent is super, super tricky. And he was off doing his own thing, coming and going as he pleased. And finally, I got to a point where I just could not see the disappointment on my son's face one more time. So I laid a hard boundary of, we are going to do our thing. If you want to spend time with him and it fits in our schedule, you can. But this planning and then disappointing, we are done with that. I had a client who ex-wife was doing a very similar thing, manipulating him and making him feel guilty about all the things he wasn't doing for his child, when the truth was he was the stable, consistent parent. But she was throwing all of these stereotypical norms and Real Housewives business at him. And so we worked hard on, what are the boundaries that are non-negotiable for you? What is it that you need in order to maintain your sanity and show up in the way that you want to show up as a father? Not how she wants you to show up, how you want to show up as a father. And then what are the boundaries that we need to put in place? And then how can we hold them? And I have to say, at this point, they now have a very good working relationship. The child is happy, doesn't feel like a pinball between the two parents, and he is able to be the dad he wants to be and live without caring what his ex-wife thinks, because they have set these very clear boundaries about what works, and he's holding the line with her, which was painful in the beginning, but now over time, they know the rules of the game, and it's going really well. So if you need help with some boundaries, let's talk. I'll support you in any way I can.
Before you go, you're invited to continue the Be Manly and the Legends of Humanity journey. Subscribe to our YouTube and become a patron, where you can become a courageous crusader, a wise warrior, a daring dynamo, and even an ascending avenger. Here you'll find all the tools to become a man in all its glory. We're honored to walk side by side with you on this extraordinary adventure. Together, we're unleashing the full power of manhood, creating a better world for everyone.